So another month goes by, and as per tradition, we have a brand new Terraria State of the Game. Now this one is a little on the smaller side, but we do have some stuff to talk about, so as always, let's jump into it. So, Relogic Row, another fantastic month of development has passed by, and the team is feeling really great about what we have in store for 1.4.5. Another one of the music tracks that we mentioned last time arrived over the past few weeks. It still needs a little bit of work, but we're really digging it. As for what to share this month, remember the big tree versus axe debate /war/thing? Remember the promise made when the peace treaty was negotiated? One of those was a fairy axe pet, and we figured what better way to truly memorialize the community event than by giving this pet a striking resemblance to the de facto leader of the Axe faction. This floating fairy is a menace to any trees that might cross her path. Just don't let her know that she isn't actually good at chopping them down. And included is a brand new spoiler of 1.4.5 and a brand new pet in action. Skeletron will always be my favorite pet. I really like how he looks like a puppet master, but this one is actually a very close second. I really like the design for this one, and I especially like the fact that it will actually chop down trees. Not enough to actually make it fall, but enough to just randomly drop a piece of wood. Now, the banner for this month's State of the Game is also hiding a couple spoilers. First off, inside of this Dead Cells jar seems to be a placeable demon altar, which I really hope to be true. I would love one of these. Now, I can't quite tell what's inside of this right jar, but it kind of looks like a furnace, maybe. Now, if you have any theories about this, let me know in the comment section down below. And while you're down there, if you haven't already, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button. So then, moving on, let's talk about console and mobile news. Another month with even more progress on the console/mobile front. Aside from keeping pace with our PC friends, the team has had one eye on contingency planning for what if we need to swap out the components of console and mobile Terraria that utilize Unity. Given recent events, the team feels like this is a prudent step to take so that we can evaluate all possible pathways. Do note that if the need arises for us to undertake such a swap, we do expect that it will take a bit of time. This would delay any in-progress update by however long that takes. Our current best guess being in the 2-month-ish time frame. As of today, we are only laying out plans. We have not decided if we will or will not make the shift at this point. If that changes, we will let everybody know. Thanks in advance for your understanding in this difficult situation. Now, I am going to explain this further in a moment, but they did provide a new spoiler, so let's talk about that first. And here it is. Mud balls. Now, I imagine these will work similar to how snowballs work. You'll craft them out of snow and they're throwable. However, unlike snowballs, the mud balls that you throw will actually turn into mud blocks and land on the ground. Now, going back to the Unity situation, this is what Relogic wrote in this month's State of the Game. In case you missed it, Unity recently introduced some changes to their terms of service regarding fees, specifically a charge per install component that would be in place for all games, new and existing, starting January 1st, 2024. This resulted in an almost universal protest from the game development community. While Unity has in recent days made adjustments to this plan that are far more palatable to developers and publishers, Relogic stands by its statements and actions outlined in this image below. So if you missed it, a couple of days ago, Relogic made a public statement denouncing the changes to Unity and also said this: "We do not feel that a simple public statement is sufficient. Even if Unity were to recant their policies and statements, the destruction of trust is not so easily repaired. We strongly feel that it is now equally important to get behind some of the other up-and-coming open source game engines, lighting some candles in an otherwise dark moment. To that end, we are donating $100,000 to each of the open source engines listed below. Additionally, we are sponsoring each of these projects with $1,000 a month each month moving forward. All we ask in return is that they remain good people and keep doing all that they can to make these engines powerful and approachable for developers everywhere. So originally, they were giving $100,000 to Godot and another $100,000 to FNA plus that $1,000 per month, but they also added Mono Game to that list, who will receive $100,000 and $1,000 per month as well. So after the announcement, I saw a fair few people ask, was Terraria actually developed with Unity? And no, it wasn't. But the version of console Terraria we had before DR Studios was actually made with Unity. As we've learned in this state of the game, parts of mobile and console is still made with Unity. And in 2021, Senex did say that the team have started doing Unity tutorials, and it's been a very exciting day. But the truth is, even if Terraria didn't have a connection to Unity, this donation of over $300,000 and counting would have been inevitable, because at their core, that is who Relogic is, and I'm incredibly proud to be such a supporter of this team. In other news, if you haven't seen, I've been playing through the Calamity Inferno mode mod over on Chippy's couch. It's really brutal, and it's a great way to kill time until the update. And if you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to it down below. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.